Napoleon is often quoted as saying that men are led by toys. And this very much applies to the modern world, where we have titles, decorations, initiation levels, designations, branding, and all the like. And this motivates people to do more on the social, religious, political, and maybe spiritual levels. My attention was heightened during a conversation in the past week with a Congo NuFriend. He told me how the NuFriends at a gathering were saying, comparing Mariam and me. I said Mariam is the new leader and Charles is only a new leader. So whatever Mariam says should carry more weight. So I want to ask this question, Duane. You have made these designations. You have a new leader, you have new leader you have DR or direct representative, and maybe others that I'm yet to be aware of. So the question is, are there some kind of initiation levels which will be puzzling, knowing that you've openly repudiated this idea? So are all these designations some kind of disguised initiations? Duane?
No, nothing's disguised. Okay, so the thing is that it's like Val is dean of the Nations United Universal University. So again, just something that's utilized and designated. That's all. So I see these different positions, and that you know, it's like anything here. We're in a business world. And this is the part that we play the business game, is all it is. It's kind of, this is a business here, all right? The new presentation is a business. It's not holy, it's not spiritual, it's not all these things. It's just a business, that's all. It's a corporation. And that's just very real. It's just simply something utilized in this world for people to relate to, and the individuals that relate to it in a particular way. You might say that it's not according to me, all right? It's according to whatever is. So if one bird flies faster than the other, okay, so we call that bird, oh, he's the fast bird, okay, because he flies faster. But there's no difference between the so-called slower birds and the fast bird. There's no difference. It's just that he's the fast bird. That's his name. It's just like Bill or Sue or Susie. That's Bill, Sue, or Susie. And so these positions, these so-called labels or whatever, it's kind of like each person, you might say, earns their own way. And so from my view, because I'm management, I'm Newman, I'm management, I see that, oh, okay, well, you can be a supervisor because you stepped up and you've earned your way. In other words, that individual decided that, you see? That individual decided that. They've decided their positions, and I see it a particular way. Where does it fit in the business of the new presentation? It's something kind of like that. And so it's just, we're just playing the game so that when those people that look at us, seeing it from their view, it's like, okay, well, who's who here, whatever. He has a position to relate to. Dean has one. I have one. Ava has one, etc. So these things are just kind of playing the game with this label world. People like labels. And so we just play the game with the labels, but we're all really free beings of real light. We're just playing our role here. That's all, you see. And when Paul was here, he played the master role, but on the real side, he doesn't do that anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. That was just for those times, but yet, you know, when Joni took over, she utilized that and kept it going with Darwin and Harold, and to where it is now, she kept that master idea going. Well, when I came on board and I recognized the is for what it is, I was to do this, and I was given the opportunity, and I had decided how to do it. I decided how to figure it out. So this is what I saw, and I didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to use those labels because they have certain references and they have a certain gathering of ideas, and especially tap lines to them, that really are just simply restrictions. So, you know, again, everybody kind of earns their way accordingly. You know, and I've been told certain things by the boys at Rebazaar, etc., on the real side, because, you know, I've earned my way to certain positions. And so this is all it is. We, as our real awareness, that has nothing to do with that. That is just something that we identify with in creation so that we have something to identify with. That's all. But nobody's better or worse, higher or lower. There's no such thing. Again, if a person's a taxi cab driver or if he's a chef or a cook in a restaurant, so you say, oh, he's the cook at the restaurant, you see? That's really all it is. It's just something that that person's decided to do. So this is what we're doing here. We're kind of playing this little game, so we kind of know who's who, you might say. But it doesn't mean everybody else is nothing. No. But the idea is that every person steps up and proves themselves. This is the reality of what's taking place now. You know, just like the military. We're in a military world. And a person starts off as a private, and they earn their stripes, you might say, and they're given stripes, and it's recognized by others. Oh, gee, you're a sergeant now, or you're a captain, or whatever. And there was one experience when Sandy and Bob were going to the, if I remember correctly, were going to the seminar of last year and pass out some things. And on the real side, Bob shared his experience, and he was referred to as the private. You see, it's like he's starting out here with the confrontation. And so again, the boys kind of designated that. And so again, each person earns their position. But it's not like initiations or whatever, etc. No, each person decides their position, what they want to be, and I just see it from, you know, how I do. So again, we're just kind of playing with these ideas to get through this, to provide a real education. The big view is a real education for everyone else. See, as people step up, this is what most people don't understand. Everything equals itself. So when you have the courage to step up and step aside from that personal life of yours and really do something and really face this world, well, this is where the reality of life allows itself, you allow it to come in, and it allows itself to come in, because it can't come in if you don't allow it, if you don't step up, if you stay the same, self-convinced in your little world, well, it can't expose itself and you don't see it. So you wonder what's going on. So it's always taking the risk. Every single moment you learn to take the risk with what life is, and then everything equals itself. This is what people don't get. And so again, it's just playing with the ideas and what I see. And again, nobody's obligated. No one has to accept it. That's all it is, Charles. Yes, and it's like Val. I see him as the dean, but he don't have to do it, but he's doing it. That's up to him. So, you know, giving that person an opportunity, like your children, you know, you give them certain opportunities so that they can start to see things and start to do better. That's the whole idea. Everybody does better. So something along those lines. But there's no difference between any of us. We each make a choice. And those that step up, they step up. Those that don't, you know, a lot of people just hang around. And that's what they are. They just hang around. And it's shown on the real side too. They don't have a purpose yet. They don't understand why they're here. But those that have can recognize a real purpose, they decide and they demonstrate how to stand real with the real guides and the all is. And it doesn't mean that they're 100% there. No, nobody is. I'm not either, simply because it's endless. What percentage are we at? But my intent is 100% to continually more so perceive this reality, because it's endless. So again, each person picks their position, and they're giving a, you might say a pat on the back or something that refers to that for that time, etc. And it used to be the initiations. And no, we're not going through that or levels or up and down. It's just a point of recognition, and the individual, they decide how much better it's going to be or what they're going to do with it, or if they agree or not, whatever.